Whether you're traveling to Spain to specifically work on your Spanish, or you just want to familiarize yourself with some words so that you can start to pick up on things, this video is for you. Hi, I'm Kim, and on this channel we talk all things travel, but today we're going to do something a little bit different because as much as I'm obsessed with travel, there's also another obsession in my life, and that is languages. Yes, I'm a traveler, but I'm also a linguist. All of that fancy pants talk to say that a large portion of my life was dedicated to talking about languages, examining languages, learning languages, more specifically English and Spanish. And in today's video, we're going to talk about some popular Spanish words that you'll most likely hear on your travels to Spain. Most of these words are slang specific to Spain, but some of these are just common words that you should probably just get used to hearing if you are going to be traveling to and around Spain. Also keep in mind that just like English, a lot of these words have multiple uses and definitions, and depending on the context, they can mean so many different things. But to keep things simple and to stop your head from completely exploding, we'll just talk about some of the most common uses for these words. As you can probably tell, I am not a native speaker, but if you are, especially if you're from Spain, I need your help. If I say something incorrect or you just want to add a little bit more context to the conversation, definitely leave a comment. It is greatly appreciated. The first word you'll probably hear a ton in Spain is vale. Vale is really simple because it means okay, but it can also mean so much more than that. It can be used to mean okay, sounds good, do you agree, right? And oftentimes you'll hear it at the end of a sentence almost to confirm or to ask someone if they agree, sort of like you're saying sounds good, right? So for example, someone could say, quedamos a las 8, ¿vale? And that's like saying let's meet at 8. Okay? Sometimes you'll even hear people say it a couple times in a row, like, vale, vale. Much like in English, the specific use of the word can be found in the context and the intonation. Okay, so not to get too detailed about this, but I am a language nerd, and I just think maybe you might find this interesting. Here's a quick note on pronunciation. B's and V's in Spanish are pronounced and sound exactly the same. So if it sounds like someone is saying vale rather than vale, it's because they are. And if you look at the phonetic alphabet in Spanish and look at the symbols, phonetically that symbol looks like this. Now, again, I don't want to get too detailed about this, but I do get excited. Sometimes it's not as cut and dry as that because if the B or the V is in the middle of a phrase or between two vowels, then that sound and that symbol changes from this to this, which has a slightly different pronunciation and a slightly different sound. But again, I don't want to make things too complex, and that's pretty advanced stuff, but it's pretty cool, right? Next word is venga. Venga is an interesting word and one that I really love. It's most commonly used for encouragement and support. So you'll hear it a lot at sports games. So it's almost like someone saying, come on, let's go. Venga, estudiamos español. But that word can also be used in a very similar way to the way that you use vale. So for example, someone could say something like, quedamos a las 8 en el bar. And you could respond with, venga, vale, something like that. I don't know. Guay. Cool. Exactly how we use it in English when something is cool or fun. You'll definitely hear people say why with the word que. So, que guay. And it means how cool. And you can use it for people, places, or things. Tu madre es guay, which means your mom is really cool. The next word is mono or mona. Wow. Yeah. I can never say that word right. Mono literally means monkey, but in Spain, it also means cute. It's the same way that we might use cute in English, like, oh, look at how cute that shirt is. Oh, look at how cute they are. Like if we see a cute baby, same way that we use cute in English, it's the same. That dress is so cute, something like that. And again, just like why, you will often hear it with que mono este vestido, que mona esta camisa. Oh, and you can also use it with people, places, or things. So if I had to pick an ultimate favorite Spanish word, it would have to be quedar. I love quedar for its complexity and its versatility. Quedar is a verb. And if you don't know what a verb is an action word. So in English, that would be things like to film, to talk, to travel, all verbs. And all verbs in Spanish either end in AR, ER, or IR. Quedar means to stay, but it can also mean to remain, to be left, to arrange to meet someone, to be suited, or to fit. So a common way that you will hear the word quedar is to refer to a location or place or like an arrangement to meet someone. Another verb that you'll hear a lot in Spain is flipar. And flipar is like the way that we say freak out in English, but not in the hysteria freak out, more in the amazement, wonder, surprise way. You could say things like me flipa, estoy flipando, me está flipando, vas a flipar, And all of that can mean I'm freaking out, I am crazy about XYZ, or I am in shock, or girl, you are gonna freak out when I tell you about such and such and such. Speaking of girl, if you plan on making friends with los españoles, then be prepared to be called tío or tía. So the literal translation of tío and tía are uncle and aunt. But in Spain, it's used more like saying dude, bro, bruh, girl. Next word is guiri. If you have ever heard the word gringo or gringa that they use in Latin America, it's very similar. Guiri is the word they use in Spain. Guiri is used to refer to a tourist or someone who's not from Spain, but not just any tourist. It's like an American or a British person or someone from Canada. You kind of get where I'm going with this. And it may or may not have a negative connotation. For the most part, I don't think it does. It's all in fun, but it can when someone is talking about the negative impact that tourists have on the city, or when tourists come and visit and they're acting a straight fool. Guiris. I think that with the word guiri, it just depends on the context. And the bonus word is en plan. It's a bonus word because for the life of me, I still cannot quite figure out what en plan means. And it's most commonly used with youngsters, definitely people that are a lot younger than me. I think it's such a modern, trendy word that honestly, I don't even know if they still use it in Spain right now. They probably do, but I don't know. I'm putting it as a bonus because I do think it's a really fun word and you're gonna hear it a lot, but I also think it's a little more advanced because it is said so often, but also said so quickly that unless you have more of a comprehension of Spanish, you'll probably miss it. You may not even hear someone say it. As far as I know, it can mean when someone has a certain attitude, but I think the way that I've always seen it is it's very similar to the way that we use the word like in English. For example, if someone says, yeah, but like, did you call him? I am definitely one of those Americans that says like all the time and I don't even realize I'm saying it. And I think en plan is similar to that. Maybe not. I don't know. This is where I need a native speaker. Leave the comments below because I'm still confused. But I thought it was a fun word. I just wanted to throw it in there. I hope this was fun for you guys. Happy travels. If you're going to Barcelona for the first time, definitely make sure you check out this video and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.